Teresa Neumann. The figure of Teresa Neumann remains relatively unknown, although there was a time when thousands of people witnessed her stigmata. She evoked amazement and admiration, and through her, many came to understand the meaning of their own existence. For I consider that the sufferings of this present time are not worth comparing with the glory that is to be revealed to us. Romans 8:18. Teresa Neumann's life was a profound revelation. A German stigmatist, bearing 45 wounds, resembling those of Jesus Christ on her body. Through her, Christ reminded the world of his own painful experiences, and, once again through his earthly angel, revealed to people the purpose of their mission on earth. For the creation waits with eager longing for the revealing of the sons of God. Romans 8:19. A pivotal moment in Teresa Neumann's life occurred on Good Friday, April 8, 1898, in the small village of Konnersreuth, Bavaria, as the eldest child of Ferdinand and Anna Neumann. She lived with her family on a small farm, assisting her parents during World War I, when her father was called to serve in the German army. Her grand ambition was to work as a missionary sister in the poorest corners of Africa. Unfortunately, her dreams were never realized. A fire which broke out on Saturday, March 10, 1918, thwarted her plans. While helping to carry water, a burning beam fell on her from above. Teresa suffered severe injuries, including spinal damage and other bodily harm, leaving her scarred. After returning from the hospital, she experienced another accident, falling down the cellar stairs. This incident reopened her previously healed injuries, and she endured immense suffering. In March 1919, she lost her eyesight completely, and her health deteriorated further. Dr. Mittendorfer, who later observed all her mystical experiences, took care of her. After these incidents, Teresa was blind and paralyzed. On April 29, 1923, the beatification of little Therese of the child Jesus was taking place in Rome. Little Therese played a significant role in Teresa Neumann's life. On that day, Teresa consecrated herself to prayer, offering it to little Therese. On May 17, 1925, Saint Therese of Lisieux was canonized and officially declared a saint. On that day, Teresa Neumann heard the voice of little Saint Therese, gently asking her, "Do you want to be healthy?" "Everything will be fine if God wills it so," replied Teresa Neumann. "Will you be happy if your suffering becomes lighter, and you can walk and see again?" continued little Saint Therese. "Everything that comes from God will bring me joy," replied Teresa. "Teresa, I bring you joy. You will be able to sit, walk, and see again, but you will still suffer greatly, however. Do not be afraid. I will help you. I have been with you for a long time, and I will be with you in the future." After this conversation, Teresa felt as if two strong hands lifted her up. After 6.5 years of paralysis, she felt completely healthy. All her physical ailments disappeared, and miraculously, all the scars caused by the fire vanished from her body. In some places, the scars were so deep that even the bones were damaged. Teresa looked like a newborn. For several months, she was completely healthy, and nothing on her body reminded anyone of her previous ailments. On the day of her healing, Teresa also saw Mary by her side. As she later stated, it was through Mary that she regained her health. However, in November 1925, she suddenly fell ill with a high fever and severe abdominal pain. She couldn't get out of bed. 13 doctors gathered around her, showing great interest. They diagnosed acute appendicitis and decided to operate. But the next events changed the course of things. Teresa decided that everything was in God's hands, and she would accept his every decision. she said to the doctors. "If God wishes, he can even cut off my head." At that moment, Teresa felt a sharp pain, causing her body to twist and turn unnaturally. She sat up abruptly, staring motionless at one point. The gathered doctors only heard her answer several times, "Yes." Another attack occurred. She fell out of bed, and to the amazement of the doctors and her family, she stood up and said to her parents, "Let's go to the church to thank St. Therese. I am healthy." On March 5, 1926, the first Friday of Lent, Teresa remained semi-conscious in bed. Before noon, she returned to a normal state, surprised to see that her nightgown was full of bloody stains around her heart. She didn't want to worry her parents, and decided to keep this fact a secret, thinking that this new wound would heal on its own. She hid the dirty shirt under the mattress. The wound was located a few centimeters below her heart, precisely where the lance of Longinus pierced the body of Jesus. The wound was extensive and deep. After this event, nothing changed in Teresa's daily life until the next Friday, March 12. Once again, she became severely weakened. She fell into a similar state as the previous Friday, experiencing visions and ecstasy. Her heart bled, and the wound opened. On March 19, the same situation repeated for the third time. This time, Teresa shared her secret with her sister. It was strange that the wound immediately healed. And on the next Friday, March 26, early in the morning, she had visions. During ecstasy, she received additional wounds. The first one appeared on her left hand. She could no longer keep her secret from the world. This news quickly spread throughout Bavaria. Teresa Neumann experienced the sufferings of Jesus Christ every Friday for 36 years of her life, a total of 725 times. Thousands of people were witnesses to these events, causing great sensation and generating thousands of opinions. Her mystical life and her suffering prompted deep reflection. Yet, she had to contend with her health again and again. She was a person who did not eat, drink, or sleep for the remaining years of her life after the appearance of the stigmata. Teresa passed away due to sudden cardiac arrest and was buried in the cemetery in Konnersreuth. Her grave is visited by pilgrims from various countries around the world. In 2004, nearly 40,000 people signed a petition for her beatification. In 2005, Bishop Gerhard Ludwig Müller initiated the beatification process for Teresa at the diocesan level. Hitler feared the mystic, especially her visions foretelling his downfall. Teresa, despite predicting the fate of the world, always wanted to be only united with God in prayer in everything. During World War II, when ration cards for food were issued to citizens of the Third Reich, officials took away Teresa's coupons, explaining, "She doesn't need them because she eats and drinks nothing." Instead, she was granted a double allocation of soap, necessary for frequent washing of the linens, stained with blood from the stigmata and bloody tears. The Neumann family, like Teresa herself, although staunchly anti-Nazi, was not persecuted. Hitler himself requested this, fearing the mystic, especially her visions foretelling his downfall. Teresa, despite predicting the fate of the world, always wanted to be only united with God in prayer in everything. She repeatedly said, "I don't care about anything, whether to live or die, to be healthy or sick. I only desire what the Lord wants because He knows what is best for me. The beloved Savior helps to turn everything towards good." Someone once said that she healed more people after death than in life.